to cover, but maybe start with the last 20 seconds of that first half. And you guys had played really well for a lot of the half, but how huge was that in terms of just sort of the mood going into the locker room to more than double the lead? And what was your thought as Murray's shot was in the air?
Well, first off, I got to say Happy Mother's Day to my mother and to my wife. That's more important than your question, sorry. But, yeah, shout out to my mother, shout out to my wife. Love you both. That was a key stretch, 8-0 run. You know, we were playing a great first half, and then they started getting some momentum. The game got really ratty there. And, you know, for us to take that 8-0 run, to build it to, I think, 15 at the break was really impactful. And obviously they try to throw a deep outlet. It goes right to Jamal. And, you know, Jamal winds up draining an incredible shot. And you need plays like that sometimes. And obviously in that third quarter, we didn't defend. That was by far our worst defensive quarter. But I thought we had a lot of guys step up tonight. I thought our bench was amazing. I really thought Reggie, Justin Holiday, Christian Brown were incredible, 27 points. Reggie took a charge, made a three. Justin made 3 threes, and Christian obviously closed the game with his defense, his shot making, and stepped up and made all of his free throws. Nikola does what he does. Jamal does what he does. But I thought Aaron Gordon was, you know, the WeldWorks Juicy Bits MVP of the game. He was incredible. We started off on Karl Anthony Towns, switched him on to Anthony Edwards, making shots, rebounding, just playmaking. He did everything. And Aaron's been just incredible for us. So got to give him a lot of love because he's fully deserving of it. We came up here trying to get 2. We got that. We have home court back. We have to go home and protect our home court. We can't allow them to come in and get a third win at Ball Arena. And that's a message to our fans to come out and make that place just an absolute zoo come whatever night we're playing. I don't even know what date it is anymore. But, you know, good win for us, but we got a long way to go.
Michael, just throughout this series, how important has Aaron's physicality been against a team with that kind of size?
Oh, it's important, it's impactful, and we don't win without him. I mean, like, Nikola's going to do what he does, 35, 7, and 7, you know, but what Aaron is doing, you know, in terms of the offense, the shot making, the playmaking, the physicality, the defense on 2 All-Stars. I mean, so much is being asked of him right now. And what you love about Aaron Gordon, since day one, he put on that Nugget uniform, it's always been about the Nuggets first, truly selfless. And really proud of Aaron Gordon for the way he's playing and how it's directly impacting us tying this series up.
Coach, I asked you pregame about momentum, and you know, kind of downplayed, but can you sense that now winning 2 in a row, that momentum has swung in your favor? Can you ride that, I guess?
I hope so. Yeah, you're going to try to. You know, obviously, I think when we were leaving Denver, a lot of people, I don't think in Denver, but a lot of people were, you know, understandably so, saying the series is over. And, you know, to come up here and even it up on the road, we played good basketball. And we know that they're going to come out very spirited, just like Anthony Edwards did tonight. We knew he was going to do that. And you tip your cap to him. He's an incredible young player. But he got his, but we did a good job on everybody else. But hopefully we can use that momentum of winning 2 in a row and you know, to go back and try to go up 3-2.
Michael, you said when you got on that plane, you wanted to make sure everybody was on the same page. They were going to Minnesota for a win.
And most importantly, on making sure everybody got on that plane believing that we could do what we just did.
I was going to say, what did you find here in Minnesota or maybe even regain?
What I found is Rudy T is right, man. Never underestimate the heart of a champion. Yeah, I mean, like they were quick to write us off, you know, but these guys, we won a championship a year ago. You know what I mean? We went into Miami, won 2 games in a row. Like, this team has been tested time and time again, and we found a way to solve whatever's been thrown at us. This series is a long way from being over. We're not celebrating. It's 2-2. So now you have to find a way to win Game 5. But what I found about our group is that they do believe in themselves, and more importantly, they believe in the man next to them. And, you know, we have a group that is acting as you would hope a championship team would act. And they had a bad game. We owned it, and we moved past it, and we played better.
Coach, you talk about the beauty of Nuggets basketball. Edwards gets his 44, and it's like he's going punch for punch with Jokic for a while. Jokic is in foul trouble. Then you have Murray take over. You have Gordon take over your bench guys. Is that kind of like how this team, what makes it special, is that one guy can't take you out?
It kind of reminded me of the the game in Miami last year when Nikola got in foul trouble. And I know that whenever Nikola's not in the game, I think there is a collective hold your breath around the globe. You know, like what's going to happen when Nikola's out. And just like last year in the finals, we weathered that. You know, after he picked up his fourth foul, we weathered that. And to your point, we ride Jamal, we ride Aaron Gordon. Guys come in off the bench and make time to play. Justin Holiday, Reggie, Christian Brown. So, yes, he's a three-time MVP, one of 9 in NBA history, but we're more than just Nikola Jokic. This team has a lot of talented players that have confidence and have big.
Coach, you guys were down 20-13 early. You guys went on a 26-6 run to take control, and you guys never relinquished that. How were you able to weather that initial surge? Weather that early deficit, and how were you guys able to get over that and come back and kind of take control of the game?
Yeah, that was. I was really proud of our group. You know, you knew this place was going to be loud, and the way they got off to start the game, it kept their fans really into it. And that was what the message was in the timeout huddles, man. Just weather the storm, stay with it. And, you know, it never got too far out of hand. And the reason we're able to finally kind of go on our run, I think at one point it was like a 14-2 run, is because we got defense, we got stops. And then when you get stops against that team, now you can get out and run. See, the problem early on was we weren't getting any stops. They were picking us up 94 feet, and we had no rhythm offensively. And when you get a few stops, now you're not facing that full court pressure, and you can kind of play up-tempo basketball, try to get some easy ones. And, we weathered the storm, as you mentioned, and found our rhythm. And that kind of carried over for the rest of the game.
The Jokic-Murray two-man game had a lot of success tonight after struggling in the first 2 games of the series. Jokic in the short roll. Just what do you attribute that to?
I attribute it to 8 years of experience. You know, those guys, I think, have long been elite in terms of their two-man efficiency, their ability to read each other, play off of each other, read the defense. So I think the experience is a big part of it. And you have 2 guys that they don't care who gets the shot. They're going to read the situation and make the right play. And they have a lot of really good defenders that are long and all over Jamal. His ability to find Nikola in the pocket. And when that happens, that's kind of like, unlocking the Rubik's Cube. Anything can happen after that. When Nikola has the ball in the pocket, it's lob, it's kick out 3, or it's one of the most patented, most efficient floaters in the NBA. So that's always something that we try to go to. And Jamal and Nikola are obviously, but all the years and all the repetitions have become great in terms of reading and playing off each other. Thanks, everybody.